Welcome to another action-packed impact review. Now, before we get started, I want to address something that if you had not seen a few minutes after Impact, it was shown. Slammiversary is supposed to be on July 18th. I had to try to remember. And if I didn't catch it, but I just saw images of Bobby Lashley, the video of Bobby Lashley explaining that 20 members of the roster have been released from WWE. Now, what's going to happen, we don't know. I saw one of the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows. I saw the wonderful Eric Young and a couple other people that went by me so quickly I didn't really notice. But Luke Gallows and Eric Young looked like they may be showing up at Slammiversary. This is going to be interesting, this Slammiversary. Question's going to be, will we have fans? Now, that's one of the things I wanted to say about this show. There was a lot of content here that wasn't bad. And I have my thoughts about the ending of the show, which I did not 100% like. But I understand what they did with it. But I didn't like it. But fans are needed. Look, Impact Wrestling could do something better than WWE. They could bring out whatever wrestlers they have in the back. Put the heels on one side, do the faces on the others, and let either side do what they do. Which AEW has done way better than the WWE. And understand, the people in the Performance Center are supposed to stand outside the ring, behind plexiglass, for at least 12 to near 15 hours, counting when they actually showed up at the Performance Center. Then go to the location if it's not at the center they normally do the NXT tapings, wherever they are. They got to wait around until they're ready to tape. They got to be told to cheer. They got to be told to boo. And they got to be standing between 12 to 15 hours, counting them whenever they came into the show. I'm counting an extra 3 hours because you never know if they had to wait 3 hours before they even start the show. That's bullshit. That's disgusting, and I find the WWE's product a piece of garbage, even though I still love Naomi, I still love the Usos, and I still care about the New Day. I'm not going to lie, I still care, but I don't care about the damn show. Let's move on. Kylie Rae and Susie versus Tasha, Steele, and Kiera Hogan. The hotties of Atlanta, and I know that Tasha Steele's from New York, but I'm just saying the hotties. I think that'll be the best name for them. You wonder after what you heard from Josh Matthews and the Madison Rayne, the way they keep talking, it sounds like they want to try and get some interest in women's tag team wrestling. And you only have two sets of women there. But it is kind of interesting that they talked about the Women's Tag Team Championship, since the Women's Tag Team Championship of WWE is garbage. I wouldn't mind seeing a women's division that is for tag teams on not in WWE, but Impact Wrestling. I'm about to say WWE. If you guys have not seen my video about Nia Jax, that's what I'm still thinking about. I may leave a link below in my my comments. I think I might leave it in the comments if you want to look at it instead of leaving it in the description. A lot of people do it. I think I might try it, but seeing this makes you wonder, is Impact Wrestling going to bring back the tag titles for women? I wouldn't mind seeing it. At least you'll see more women, and you might be able to do a storyline with the women way better than the WWE would. In the end, the heels win, which I'm not surprised. But I'm kind of... Look, you see Su Yung last week show and exert herself. Now you see here, no exertion. No signs that Su Yung may come back soon. I think they could have at least shown her act a little Su Yung-esque during the match. Susie acted like Susie, which I don't hate, but I truly think they should have done a little bit of a moment where Su Yung exerted herself and Susie disappeared for a moment, and Kylie Rae looks at her like, what am I looking at? And then she comes back. That's what I think was good. Well, would have been good, not good. I'm just still thinking of Nia Jax. I'm sorry, guys. She still pisses me off. And I want to make it clear, the woman as Nia Jax may not be a bad person, because I've seen one person wanting Nia Jax to get better and saying that she's a sweet, wonderful person. I'm sorry. no matter how nice she is, if she cannot realize she's not good in the ring and she's hurting people, and on social media she heals it up when she shouldn't, it looks bad for her, period. Now let's move on to a couple of video packages and video segments. The Virtuosa, the, what is her name? Parasso. Sorry, you guys know I'm bad with names until I know the person. Parasso looked interesting. She looks interesting, the Virtuosa. I'm wondering where they're going to go with that. Now, when it comes to Havoc, and when it comes to Navarra, no, I believe her name is Navarra. What is her name? Ah, man, I can't. When it comes to this woman, I'm going to get her name. Believe me, when I see her enough times, Navarra, I hate when I box so bad. I may just mess with myself and just make snippets of this damn thing. But when she had the interview with Havoc, it was interesting to see that Havoc now has a woman manager, which I have no problem with. Give Havoc something different. They may be finally going away from the undead realm, and they're now doing something with Havoc that we need. It's also a possibility they could be a tag team. Having her with her partner, I'm talking about Havoc, dealing with Tasha Steele, and let me put it to you like this. You got these sweet ones of Sue Young and Kylie Ray. You got the hotties of the Tasha Steele and the Kira Hogan, and then you have the Destroyers. And that's just a working name. Of the Havoc and Navarre, and I'm just going to say I want to say a name so bad and I keep botching it. I hate that. 3 tag teams of women. That's something. As I said last week, if they brought back the tag belts for a little while for the women, I wouldn't mind it. At least it would be something different, and maybe they'll book it better than WWE. Now, we had locker room talk with Chris Bay, the man who calls himself the Finesser, but he is the true and honest and greatest wrestler called the Smooth Criminal, because he will take everything from you and look good while doing it. You got the Johnny Swinger talking over him, trying to put him over. And you got the Madison Rain. You see my face, just... Madison did not want anything of this, but that's her co-host. She loves him as long as he doesn't interfere with her being the head of it. And now, you got them wanting to be a tag... Well, Swinger wanting him to be a tag team. The Finessing Fanny Express, whatever that was. I don't know what. It's funny, but you still have Chris Bay showing that he wants the X Division title, and he's going to use a Johnny Swinger to get that damn title. Fine. I'm okay with that. Have a heel that's manipulative, but can still get it done in the ring. That's something that WWE doesn't know how to do anymore. And seeing this, it's a good thing. I have no problem with it. We had Raju versus Chase Stevens. Now, Raju still looks, well, he's semi-serious, semi-comedic. I want him to be totally serious. People call him arrogant. I just don't think that's arrogance. That's him still being somewhat comic relief. And I don't want him comic relief. I want him no nonsense to destroy his opponent. When it came to Madison Rain, saying that he has a chip on his shoulder and he can really harness that, that's the best way to say it. But him showing so much arrogance and playing around, this cannot be, if you want to make him more serious and go into the X Division and be rough, which we need. This is the thing I don't get. Yes, he screwed over Rhino. I got no problem with him screwing over Rhino. He's going to do whatever he can to win. But once he beats Stevens and he's showing that he means something, you immediately take it away by him getting speared by Rhino. I just don't find that right. It's like 50-50 booking. He could have gotten attacked by Rhino at an interview. He could have easily been attacked by Rhino in an interview, which would have protected him. If you want to make a Raju mean something, Rohit Raju should not be attacked right after a damn match by someone he beat, even if he cheated, last week. I just don't find that right. It's like 50-50 booking. It's garbage. He should have been attacked at an interview. Period. Now, Jordan Grace had a moment. She finally is back. And you got the Taya Valkyrie towering over her. Pretty much not wanting to do, which is a smart thing, immediately having a match. Because she supposedly owed a rematch for her title. She says, no, I got stuff to do. She acts like a chicken shit heel. I don't like that. But it is part of her current character. So I understand it. I don't like it, but I understand it. She is the Valley girl that doesn't want to get her hands dirty and will do whatever it takes to win her title without getting her hands dirty and getting the advantage whenever she can. That's part of what she's been built up, and that's what we got. I may not like that for Taya. I'd rather see her as a no-nonsense destroying heel, but this is what we got. So next week, she's now pushed into it, and then she calls for a Johnny Bravo because she's not happy. And I got to do this now because I'm... We had a segment with Johnny Bravo and the Rosemary. Rosemary is trying to coerce him to be her new boy, her new boyfriend, her new acquisition. As you know, a contract is a contract. And in this situation, she wanted the contract as an apple, doing the little Adam and Eve bit, have him bite the apple, he becomes corrupt, and she got herself a boy toy she's going to enjoy. Now, let me paint you a picture. You got Rosemary and Johnny Bravo walking along. They had their moments together. He finds that it's really interesting to see they do one of the 7 plagues. And pretty much, he's enjoying seeing the locusts. It's interesting seeing how they destroy anybody or do... Well, he didn't say it like that, but he's saying that he kind of likes it. And she's trying to coerce him to bite the apple, so that would be her man now, because he's still wrapped around Taya Valkyrie's finger. She, at one point, saying, here, bite the apple, says, what, you serious? They put razors in those things. I'm not going to bite this. And she goes, zips down her top, showing those lovely boobies. And they are lovely, guys. Let's be honest here. Whether you're not happy in how her performance has been in the ring, or how her character is, she's still a woman, a sexy woman, who can use her sexuality just like anybody else in the wrestling industry. And putting into a storyline in this situation where she's supposed to be a temptress works fine. And look again, boobies. I know I didn't get a good shot of it. If I got the shot, you see just cleavage to a certain extent. She wanted him to bite the apple so bad, and by the time he's about to take the bite, as you can see it, Taya calls him, and he runs to her very quickly. And she realizes this is going to be a hard road to get this man to be mine. She has him wrapped around her little finger, Taya, so I got to find a way to unwrap him so I can wrap him around mine. As I said, a triangle. Taya Valkyrie, the Rosemary, and in the middle will be the Johnny Bravo, getting 2 women to try and figure a way to keep him. It's going to reach a point where Taya is going to see Rosemary taking her man Friday. If you don't want to know what a guy Friday is, it's like a girl Friday. If you're on a desert island, you want a girl Friday who looks like this, who tends to every need you want. That's what Taya has. And if this is going the way I see it, you're going to have Taya trying to fight to keep a Johnny Bravo as her Guy Friday. I don't know how this is going to end. But I got to admit, at least this is more interesting than when you get in WWE. And admittedly, Otis and Mandy Rhodes was good. But I want to see this. This seems more stupid. I'm just going there. I'm sorry, I got to. Falaba and TJP versus the Rascals in a very competitive match, which still needs fans. And it felt still a bit empty like most of the matches here. They need fans. It still feels empty. As I said earlier, they need fans. Or they need wrestlers to be fans. But here's the thing that I don't understand. How many times has the Rascals gone into the main title scene? With LAX. You had LAX multiple times. You had them deal with the North more than once. Why? Why would you let them go back to this again when you should do TJP and Falaba? Unless they've done something wrong, it should have been TJP and Falaba, because we've seen the Rascals over and over and over again. And they get nowhere. Nothing. Zero. They're not interesting. They're not. And at the end of the show, when they could have been interesting, they were not. It sucks. I'm sorry. I don't hate Wentz. I don't hate Dez. I don't hate Trey. They're all great wrestlers that look like, if they're given the opportunity, could do good characters. But in this group, it sucks. I don't care if they want to stay together. I don't care if Brass in the Back wants them like this. It's a stupid concept that needs to end. Period. Let's move on. We got Michael Elgin. Elgin's still pissed off about what happened. Elgin's still pissed off that he lost his opportunity because of Sammy. He's mad. He wants the damn title that should have been his for the last year. He wants Sammy to just disappear. And even if Sammy, which he did play with him, and talk about Sammy towards Michael Elgin, he says, forget this. Go away. You know you can't beat me, even if you mean it. When he said, I'm not letting nobody out until someone talks to me and gives me my damn title, you have Shamrock come out. You see him in my face. I got at least one shot. You got Shamrock coming out, fighting with Elgin, driving Elgin back. And now next week, we got Elgin versus Sammy versus Shamrock in the opening of the show. Why? Guys, I'm sorry. If anybody's finding this entertaining, more power to you. But to me, I don't find it entertaining. They're making Elgin float. They're making Sammy float. And when it comes to Shamrock, I'm not really saying he's going to be complaining about it. But you now got Shamrock floating along with Elgin and Sami Callihan. Sammy should be doing a redemption arc, and he's not. Elgin should have already been the #1 contender. Or he should have, when you saw Moose dealing with Ace Austin, should have gotten the TNA title. And he should say, because he was in the #1 contendership, and he had no Tessa Blanchard and no Eddie Edwards to deal with, he should hold the TNA title and say, this is a legitimate title because I beat 2 guys for it. You will not give me my main title. This is the main title. Tell me I'm wrong or I'll kick your ass. Come on. This makes no sense. And I know saying, tell me I'm wrong and I'll kick your ass. It's just, give me my title or I'll kick your ass. That sounds better. This angers me. Look, I love Impact, but they have some really harebrained ideas that make no damn sense. Legitimately. And they don't like the Barry Moose. But at this moment in time, Elgin should be the one with the title, not Moose. I'm just being honest here. If you need to give Moose a title, let him have the X Division title. He never held it. And I'm not saying that's right for Moose, but you get my point. Finally, we got the end of the show and the title, I wanted a heel turn. You got Ace Austin versus Trey. Trey gets nailed in the back. He's out. I don't have a shot of it. Wentz, of all people, comes out. Starts beating the crap out of an Ace Austin. Mike DeMont come out. He says, if I'm pronouncing his name right. No, Scott DeMont. Not Mike. Scott. He says, hey, he's done. Trey's out. And do you want this guy? Do you mind having this guy? He said, I don't give a damn. And then they have the match. During this match, Wentz looked good, but I didn't expect him to win. I expected, as I expected with Trey, he was going to give a good match and then get his ass handed to him by an Ace Austin, which he does. Clean. Ace beats Trey. Well, Trey's replacement. I take that back. Not Trey, but Trey's replacement in Wentz. This was boring. Even if you say Ace did take out Trey, it doesn't matter. Because when it comes down to it, this is the truth. They could have done something unique here. Okay, guys, this is what you could have. You could have had the Rascals versus Falaba and TJP. TJP and Falaba beat Wentz and Dez. Wentz, he's pissed. He says out loud, again we lose. I'm sick of this. And he walks away from Dez. Then he sees Trey. And he says, dude, it's all right. Don't worry about it. You get another shot. But I got a shot now. I'm going to be doing it. He said, yeah, you're going to get a shot again. How many times you beaten by Ace? He said, I'm going to win. Have more faith in him. Faith in me. And smacks him on the chest just to show him that he cares about him. He said, trust me. I'm going to win. And you're going to get another shot. And then they show a shot of Wentz. Wentz frustrated. Because you got Trey taking Dez with him and walking with him, but Wentz is focused on by the camera. Then when the show is near its end, you see Wentz come out, as he did now, acting angry, fighting an Ace Austin, and nearing the end of the show, when you see Wentz, you see this shot in my face. You see Wentz. I hope I got a good shot. You see Wentz ready to win. Trey comes out holding the back of his neck, and he knows who attacked him, and he jumps into the ring and attacks Wentz. Trey tries to whoop the ass of Wentz. Dez comes out to try and separate the two, and Wentz is wailed on, and Trey says, why did you do this to me? Why did you attack? And he said, because I want a damn title. Being in this group has made me nothing but a piece of garbage. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of both of you. And he walks away. Not to the back, but through where the crowd would be. And the camera pans on it. And then they end the show. A change of pace for the Rascals. The Rascals, being as they are, I'm sorry, they run their course. It is, what do you gain with the Rascals? What? Guys that are not the New Day. I've said this for years. I understand there's a lot of people like the Rascals because they're great in the ring. They're just a great group. But what have they accomplished? What has the Rascals accomplished with Dez, Wentz, and Trey? Nothing. They have not held any titles. They have had storylines where they look like bitches. Yeah, they had a couple of times when it looked interesting, and then they're beaten and they're wiped out and they go back to square one. It is time to break them up. It is time to have a storyline where the Rascals face one another. Where Wentz could have turned heel because he got sick and tired of constantly losing and takes out Trey. Trey, who is a good face, could have had a program with Wentz. And Dez could be trapped in the middle where he's trying to decide what's the right thing to do. I love both of these guys. I love them. And Wentz is just sick and tired of losing. Trey is now angry because he had his chance to get a world title shot. It was taken by someone he loved as a brother. And Dez in the middle trying to figure a way to get them back together, but knows there's a good chance he can't, so he's going to have to choose between them. A real story. But no, we get this. But it's just me. You guys tell me below. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.